YouTube? It is Damien. It is Let Aquilia Villano. It is with us with Palermo. And today, in episode 8, we have the Super Cup, where we have a game against Pro Vec and Entella, and we'll see if we win the Super Cup or not. I love this screen. It's the graduating side of 2022, and Andrea has come in as a 4-star player and actually improved to like this. So he was obviously 3-star with a grade out. Potential this year on FM's a bit weird. The game doesn't it's like last year's game as well. It's like the game doesn't know how good a player is till like 20, really. So you see potential change a lot with how well they play and their development and all that. Andrea looks like he is going to be good. I just don't know how good. For me, when I look at a kid, I need to see, well-rounded stats, etc. My problem is a lot of his well-rounded stats are like 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s. They're not like 9s and 10s. When you see a lot of 9s in a young kid at 15, you're like with Romeo Chea, if you can compare the two. No, if I go to here, and remember, we've also made a transfer signing, I'll get to that in a second. And if we compare him with... It's not going to let me compare him, is he? Let me go back into here. Surely, because I just clicked on him, Romero's there. It's not. Well, that sucks. What I'm trying to say is that if you look at him here, there's like a lot of 4s, 5s, and 7s. And if you look at Romeo Chea, who we just paid money for, right? There's a lot of like 9s and 10s around 7s and 8s, more than 7s and 6s, that I'm like, yeah, he's got to develop and become really good. I don't say that Andrea's not going to be great, but, if he hits this potential, then fantastic. Seria A player, but roughly, which would be great. He's more of a midfielder for me than he is a winger, even though that's what the game's telling me that he is. But, yeah, look, not too bad as well. I love this screen. I feel like it's a nice, neat screen, and hence why I'm coming here. Apparently we had some trials. Oh yeah, that's the guys that we could have had. This guy Latino's on a youth contract, an attacking fullback on the left-hand side. I don't know what the compensation is here, but considering he has that potential, I would not mind bringing him in if the compensation wasn't bad. Oh, we can't get him for compo. Okay. Flavio is definitely one that we could definitely have a look at. But we're just going through. We're still scouting around, seeing what's around, seeing what we can do. Like this guy for 5k for 52k is a winger, but he's not the worst. These are the sort of guys that if we can find, a good middle ground, then yeah, like 8 to 18k, 16-year-old striker, we're looking around, seeing what we can find. Another one that's like not too bad. And this is the kind of what we've been doing here, trying to, do what we need to do. He's not bad either. He could be a good ball-winning midfielder to defend. He's not bad. He's okay. Faris is okay. But that's kind of what we've been doing. Another one that adds to the shortlist, maybe. But we've made one signing, and it was from Picano, just got relegated. Roberto Gatti, 24k release fee, compensation fee. Just look at him. He has an A scouted rating, 5-star potential. And this is another one of those guys that I'm like, if we can compare him now with Andrea, which we can, look, he's more well-rounded if you already look at the attributes for the same age or 1 year older. But look at it, technically, there's more 6s and 8s and 9s than there are 7s and 4s and etc., right? Mentally, again, there's more 8s and 9s than there are 5s and 6s. Same thing physically. So if you're telling me that I had to compare the pair, when someone's got a lot of 8s and 9s at 15, 16, their attributes are going to go 13, 14, 15 with natural progression and gameplay. So if you get a guy like Roberto Gatti in, who is, by the way, 5'8", he's probably going to get a 5'11" roughly in height by the time he gets to 18. As a ball in the midfield and defend, this is a guy that's going to come in, and I think straight off the bat, I'm going to just get him training to become a ball-winning midfielder as a DM, and he could grow to be the backup. And yet again, if we stay in Serie B for a while, this is the sort of guy in a couple of years' time could probably play in Serie B, develop into a very good footballer, and hit this potential, and that's Serie A potential. And that's what we need to see. So for 24k, Gatti's the new signing here on the block as well to come and join Romeo Chea and obviously my cousin Salvatore Alloy. And there we go. We are just going to stick with it here. Pro Vec's coming up next. Game automatically saving. That's fine. Always auto-save your games, guys, so you don't run into issues and whatever. But Pro Vec coming up, then Entella. It's just the league table format. They played each other. They drew. So Pro Vec, this is our last game in the Super Cup. They'll know if they're going to win it or not. They need to win here probably to do it. And then we'll obviously, if we win this game, a point is good enough to win this Super Cup as well. But yeah, in terms of the team, it's going to be as full strength as we are, and hopefully we'll play as well as we can do. And yeah, look, I would love to win the Super Cup for the sake of winning the Super Cup, because why not? But yeah, there we are. Fitness test, boys pass fit. Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't really care. We're just keeping it the same. Brewer's out. This guy obviously, Andrea played, so he can't play. And Brewer's out, so Grion's just going to come straight in. But the rest of the team's pretty good. So Pilzari, Amici, Dan. By the way, Pilzari officially here till next year now, as well. And so is Dan, officially here to next year. You guys saw me offer for him, but their contracts came through and was accepted. And we have got Missouri on contract till next year as well. We could actually sign him, but they want 500k compensation. I'm not going to pay next year. I'm not going to pay 500k compensation for next season. Berger just asked if we're going to play the system next season. I'm going to build as if we're going to play 4-1-2-1-2 next year. But if it becomes apparent we're going to get found out, I've started getting to learn the 4-4, the 4-2-4, the Newcastle 4-2-4. We do have that 4-2-3-1 possession-based system still in the ranks as well. But yeah, I'm planning that. I've had so much fun on the 4-1-2-1-2. We play such good football that I feel like developing in this system could be like amazing for us. In the end though, Palermo versus Pro Vec. Score prediction in the chat for the Super Cup semi-final, final, whatever, game 1 or 2. And yeah, and we'll see how we go. At the minute though, the only team that looks like scoring, but possession-wise, I don't really worry about possession in this system because we're effective without it, we're effective with it, so it's fine. But at the minute though, approaching half time, game screaming out for a little bit of quality, and there's not really much quality to really speak about here as well. We've dominated them, just haven't scored. Look, I'm going to say, we're getting shots away, keep going. If we keep playing the same way, we'll maybe get a goal. Now Michi, ball in backstick, headed into the crossbar, and somehow this ball has not gone into the back of the net. An absolute scramble on the goal line, it stayed out, and there we go. We are all over them, yet to find a goal. By the way, if we lose today, we actually can't win the Super Cup because they're on 4 points. Anyway, Aurora, Christini, Parodi, Atamarkinion, Indolezi. Bianchi wins the ball and tackles, and off we go. We need some runners for him though. Nothing much happening. Amici picks it up. He drives into some space. Not much on. Needs an option. Ball to Fella's good on the volley. It's 1-0. We do lead here in our first game in the Super Cup. We know that we have to win in order to... we have to not lose. If we lose today, it means Pro Vasily or only Entella can win it because they're both already on a point. But if we win today, we're in the box seat because then we only need a draw to win the Super Cup. But a point would mean that we could also win it with enough goals because goal difference sorts it out here, not results against teams. Anyhow, 65 minutes played. We are leading 1-0 here. We're looking really good. They brought Orlando on, the poor man's Ronaldo. And we're going to make a couple of changes ourselves. The Rose, the club captain's going to come in. Yeah, sure. And we're going to get Marcona in as well for Perotti. He's not had the best of game. Yeah, and fans must be falling asleep at this stage. Nothing's happened. I would say that a lot's happened. We just haven't seen really a highlight. We've dominated the game. I just don't know how we haven't scored more than one. Another ball to the box there. Picked off. Luprini, have a dig. Matsour. Ogier. Luprini. Matsour. Almichi. Is this a pointless highlight or are we going to build something from here? Luprini. Good ball. Grion. Oh, why have you not hit that first time? Got to shoot now. Puts it wide. Should have hit it first time. I thought he was. In the end. 1-0. We've looked okay, lads. 77 minutes played. Would love a second here just to kill this one off. And Fella, Grion, Kimi Matsour, Bacardi went for goal. That's a bit interesting. I don't know why he's going for goal there. Apparently my phone doesn't want to flick on. I've got a notification. That's fine. I'll look at it in a second. 1-0. They go long to Rolando. Good touch. If they score from a keeper going long, I'll be livid. But Pilzari just proves why it's so important to reload him in. What a save with his left hand. Outstretched left hand at full stretch. What a save, lad. And there we are. Still 1-0. This is the problem. We've had too many games like this season where we've... Well, to be fair, we've only lost one game all year. But the games we've lost and the games that we've drawn have been historically... We've dominated, only scored one and they've scored late. And the Catania game has scored 2 goals late. So, yeah. Anyhow, Bacardi, Amici. Knows how to get a ball in. Doesn't do it there. Bacardi now. Still with it. Amici. Ball in. Bianchi. Amici. Numbers queuing. Bacardi now. Amici. Building out, but not much happening. Too many people in front of us. The Rossi hits blocked. Grion now. So many people in the 6-yard box. In the end, it's blocked. Hit the bar and out. Oh my. This feels like we're going to get FM'd. I'm just going to put it out there. We're going to concede like 91st minute because how have we not scored more than 1 goal in this game? I cannot believe that. Blocked into the crossbar. Could have gone anywhere, that deflection. 23 shots. 2.33 expected goal. I'm going to call it right now. We concede and we draw 1-1. That's the goal. Well done, Pilsari. Good stuff. They're just parking it, which makes no sense considering they need a goal to win the Super Cup. Oje turns. DeRose. Dan. Marcone. It's got options. Hakeem Matsour. Great ball out to Grion. Now he just needs numbers in the box. People getting in there. Bacardi. How have you missed that? He's had such an unreal win, he's missed that. Time wasting change late, we win 1-0. Oh my. 24 shots, 7 on target, including missing from 6 yards. We hit the bar once, and they had a couple of shots blocked on the goal line and 1 highlight. But mercifully, we've won. Yeah, look. If we play them next season in Serie B, which we are, that's a good sign. That's a very good sign for next year. But yeah, a lot of this is just building for next year. Look, we're in the prime seat now to win the Super Cup in 7 days' time. But that was a little bit more nervy than it needed to be. That's for sure. Should have won that game by 4 or 5. Instead, we won 1-0. And all we need is a point against Entella to win the Super Cup. Welcome back, YouTube. Final day of the season. We have got Entella in the last game of the Super Cup, and we need a point or more to win it. By the way, just casually, we won the league at the end of the season by 28 points. Just coasted it, as Berger says in the chat. As always, links down below. Come follow us live. Unfortunately for us, Dan has not been suspended all year, and he picked up a yellow card last game out, and that has ruled him out of this one. So, yeah, just Marcone is going to get in here for a game. Dan's going to miss out. So sad to see, but at least he's here next year, and that wasn't going to be his final game for us. So there you go. Pilsari in goals. Almichi, Marcone, Perotta, and Grion's going to keep his spot because of the form that he was in. Because, Bruvo's had a really good year. Just when a guy gets an 8.32, you just let him play the next one. Oje, Laprini, and Hakimi Matsour could be his last game for us, considering that he's not like great for the level above, but who knows. Bacardi's had an unreal year. Definitely will be using him as a backup next year, hoping to get a better 10. Fella and Bianchi is, of course, up top to round up out. And Fella, this will probably be his last game, so I'm not planning on loading him in next year as well. Look, let's go win that trophy, boys. I think we've been the best team in Serie C by a mile. We've had the most points in Serie C. We won our league by 28 points. And I tell you what, right now, I think we would be good. By the way, feel for Costanza. Pro Vasili won their league with 71. Costanza got 73 points this year, which is a good total in Serie C football. And they ran into us. So, yeah, Costanza, hopefully. I don't know. We actually should see if the playoff actually matters anything after this game. Because if Como were not more than 4 points behind Pisa, if that's how it stayed, yeah. Anyway, a point will do. I would prefer us to go out here and win. We've started really well here against Entella as well. Diamond versus Diamond. Here we go. They won the title with a diamond too. I love that. Away we go. Entella know they need to win the title. And here we go. Anyway.
Can I have a shower? Can you help me clean up?
Yeah, of course I can.
When?
After you have a shower. Marcone.
Are you off soon?
No, I'm not, but I'll just help you clean. Almichi. With a ball. In there, Bacardi unfortunately blocked. And there we are. I'm hoping this is not a game like last game out where we dominate and don't score. That would be the pits. Now Almichi backstick and headed away. That's something we will work on next year, is the set pieces, because we actually do not score enough from corners. Saying that though, we've mowned one in. Oh, we nearly did. It's headed away, picked off there by Grion. He's had, a pretty good start again here. Almichi now with the ball. Cuts one. Fella blocked, but Bianchi keeps it in. Almichi again to whip another one. No, he gets brought down. Never a pen. And that is going to be probably the highlight, considering... Apparently not. There it is. Okay. And there we are. Absolutely dominated the opening proceedings, but no goal to show from it. And, we're only 1 goal away from being FM'd. And this could be it. Ball in the box is good. Headed over the bar. That was the moment. That was a warning shot. That, knew was precarious. They've actually bit their way back into this Entella. Good luck. Good on them. Diamond versus Diamond. We definitely haven't expected a better expected goal ratio. But yeah, I'm going to tell them not to lose faith here. We've been the better side. And hopefully we find the goal. Everyone but Marcona at the back four having a good game. I just having a good game. We just need a goal. And this is what's hurt us all year this year, is that we haven't been able to score from a set piece or from a corner. And considering they're that overpowered on FM this year is annoying. They win the ball and go long, we'll be Odgers. Moses brings it forward. Parts the seas and finds Almichi. Laprini. Moses again. Marcone. Perotta. Kimi Matsor. Fella. Grion. Needs runners. Goes himself. Fella was offside. Given. Counts. 1-0. We lead. I thought Fella came from an offside position. From deeper. But it is 1-0. We do lead. I would love to see that in with potential offsides, but there we are. Here we go. Because I picked it up. I thought it was just borderline off. Okay, so it was the guy at the back stick. I was more worried about this guy here and the guy that he was on there, and I was like, ooh, I thought he was off. But there we are. The guy at the back stick kept him on. And there we are. What was my cat meowing at? I'll check it in a sec. 65 minutes played. Still looking good. Bacardi's not the best of the game, unfortunately. We're going to move Hakimi Matsu into here. I don't do this too often, but I ain't going to do it right now. DeRose is going to come in, club captain, and Laprini is going to go to the Mazzala. And Matsu will move in there. Bacardi will come off. Right now, we are just moments away. Grion's had another fantastic game. It makes me annoyed that he's leaving on a free, but it is what it is. And we will get... Michi will play 90. Like, it's important here. We've already... If we haven't tied down the loan of Filippo, because like Mourinho was still upset with me that I was playing him as a wing-back, not a full-back, then I would have done it. But the fact that he's now given me the okay to give him another loan is alright. Anyway, time ticks away here. 90 minutes played. We've been good. We are going to win the Super Cup. I will say this, though, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is that both games we should have scored 5 or 6 and we've only scored 1 in each. But hey, 2 clean sheets. We win both. It's a Super Cup win. We win Seria C, and we win Seria C in its entirety. And there we go. We are crowned the best team in Seria C this year. Look, and did you expect any different? For a team that got 101 points, 107 after those 2 wins. Easy as you like. And there we go. We're going to go into Seria B as champions of the Seria C of entirety. We are obviously champions of Seria C, but we're also the champions of Seria C B and Seria C A because we won the Super Cup. We won it all. And there we go. I'm happy with that. Into the post-match we go. Into the dressing rooms as the boys celebrate. We were confident. We did exactly what we needed to do. And there we go. Look, last episode, we obviously talked about what would you do with, Akeem wants a new contract. DeRose, want to talk him out of it? Doesn't want to. Okay, let's have a look, mate. What do you want to do? Doesn't reflect the player I've become. Alright, let's have a look at this before we get off. Because I do want to keep him, but if he's going to say, hey, I want like 4K a week, I'm going to get annoyed at him. Because he's been good, like this year. He's been good, but I wouldn't say he's been fantastic. He's a good player, but I wouldn't say he's been great. Wants to be an important player. Come off it, mate. Walk away. No. Apparently he's a professional, which is not true in real life, but there we are. Want to be an important player. We're going to Serie B. Come off it. He's been really... Look, I'll give him what he's due. He's been fantastic from basically the second half of the year. We've been training in that Mazzala role. It's just freed him up to run around and do what he wants. And like a player like that just needs that freedom, and he's had it this year. But there we go. Oh, look, end of season review. We might as well have a look through this. They reckon my star paying was Bruvo. Look, the 34-year-old came in and did well, but he's not going to be good enough for next year. I'll definitely be releasing him. For me, my signing of the year is probably Pilzari, mainly because look how good he is. He's going to be fantastic. He's going to be here again next year. Fantastic as well. And I do feel like, Keane probably gets a mention as well. But I feel like, obviously Flavio Junior Bianchi has been fantastic as well. Has been really good. And Gia. Anyone else in that list we're missing? No. Transfers on the up. Who cares? All right, season results. As you can see, look, 28 points we won the title by. Goal of the season. Who got it? Would it have been Laprini's effort against Catanzaro last game of the season? Definitely was worth being in there. I feel for Bacardi because he scored like 5 of those mounts on the box that were very similar. There we are. Over in the payroll, fight bravely against relegation for next season. That's cool. Develop players using the club's youth system. Definitely going to try to. Play attacking football is what we do. Play entertaining soccer. That kind of goes hand in hand. Play counter-attacking soccer. I will try. We do that very well though. Except that vision. That's not a bad vision at all. End of season break. Boys break off for the end of season, which is fantastic. Let's see, how much do we dominate? A fair amount. And there we go as well. Fantastic. And yeah, look, what a year. It's a fantastic little year. The guys are coming in. We've already signed a few guys for next season as well, as you know. And look, this team is going to look a lot different next year, but a core of them are going to be the same. Next episode is going to be our first game in Seria B, and of course, all the signings and all the transfers and everything that's going on is going to happen. Let me know, what would you do if you were in my shoes? Who would you sign? What would you do? Who would you tie down here as well? And yeah, from Damo and everybody else here, important to mention by the way, Luprini wanted to be an important player. I've then sold him to Cosenza for 275k. That's good money. But from everybody else here, I will see you next time. Serie B football is upon us, and I cannot wait for that. From Let Aquila Villano, the Eagles fly. We are flying into Serie B. It's now just a question of when will we fly into Serie A.